Many of you know that push-ups are really good to do, but how good is doing push-ups if you do them every 30 days? And many of you know that looking at log events on your security systems is important to do, but how often do you do them? How often does your staff do them? And in this video, you're going to see how you can use a virtual information security officer to take care of some of the boring drudgery within security work that's super important, but it has to be done consistently. Bye.
People being too busy is another big issue. Security work is, honestly, except for the one time something cool happens, really, really boring. You're looking at logs that sometimes look familiar. You're looking at systems that people are doing their job, don't really change, right? You're looking for that one needle in the haystack for the one time when something bad happened or something cool happened or almost happened so that you can jump on it. It's really boring. So having a virtual security officer means you don't have to care about that. That becomes someone else's problem to keep their staff engaged on something that's fundamentally boring. When they're on-prem and when they are part of your staff, you have the reverse issue of, well, that guy's not really doing anything. He's just looking at logs. Can he help with this project over here? Or, hey, there's this fire going on. Technically, you're in IT. Go help with this IT project, even though you're supposed to be doing these audits over here. That's another thing we find really lets down security. And then when we go in to do an assessment or we kick off one of those scoreboards as part of our VISO program, what we really find is that if a light didn't turn red or if something didn't physically break or a user wasn't impacted, nobody looks, nobody checks. So if you don't look and you don't check and you don't measure, is what you have any good? Is what you have going to actually help you? We're finding more and more this becomes critical with cyber insurance. Because one of the first things that we get involved with an incident, there's a cyber insurance claims guy who gets on the phone and says, show me you did your due diligence to secure your environment before we talk about the claim. And then most people say, I have no idea how I'm supposed to do that. Everything worked. I think that's what we're going to say. And that's becoming really, really tough nowadays. Because obviously, insurance companies, their job is to not pay out, right? If they paid every single claim that came through the door, they'd go out of business, right? So you now have an obligation to say, how do I prove it? How do I prove I measured it was effective? How do I prove it was actually doing anything useful? That's part of what a VISO should be doing for you versus an adjunct to IT who's helping to roll out projects and get things done and helping users. Very important IT items, not so helpful from a security standpoint.